Yo, and welcome to Cheap Beer Reviews. We're back on the old Hero 3 Plus Extreme GoPro thingy, so let's see how that goes. Today we have Patronus Premium Weissbier, Weissbier Naturüb. On the back it just says what they put in it, and that it's made in Ireland by Lidl, so it's a little beer. Half a litre at exactly, where do we have the alcohol percentage? 5 percentage. The Gunolski is 11.8 plateau. I don't know what that means, but let's have a go on it. I got the tanker today again, and let's have a go. So, I know I say all the time I want to post videos weekly or daily or whatever, but it's not always happening because life and shit. And I've anyway got a new job now, not working shifts anymore. Well, still working shifts, but not working silly shift pattern at all. I'm working 4 on 4 off, which will give me a lot more time to enjoy beverages, film them, and enjoy having the kids. So that's just wonderful. Anyway, as I said, this is a Weissbier, and it pours okay, to be honest. I know the tank is leaking, so we're gonna have some couple of drops soon. But there we go. She's going in. Anyway, I don't. No, I wouldn't. I failed. I failed again. I failed once again. Could be because it's a tanker. Don't know. We basically look at that. That's beautiful. That is the bit where you swirl it around and you pour it in. So I went, getting paid the latest end of the month and shit, and then you go buy your groceries for the month. And this one was there, so I just couldn't not have it. I can't remember if I had it before, but I might have. So I put that there. It might be a wide angle, and that one's there, and then it's a terrible mess on my table. Let's have a go at it. Cheers. This is not bad at all. This is like one of the sweeter Weissbiers you can get. It's a bit like a how can you put it? A less offensive version of a Hogarden. I love a Hogarden. I must say I do love a Hogarden. I'll have one of them soon to be reviewed. But it's you get the sweetness of the Weissbier in this one. It also has a limited amount of carbonation. To my taste, I would have liked it to be a little bit less carbonized, but what can you expect for £1.19, to be honest. I actually I stopped my daily doings after I've done adult stuff around the house and played some Cyberpunk, and I just died horrendously because I forgot that on high level sometimes you just die from turning a corner, and that's what I did. So I got a bit of annoyed with the game and decided to do another beer review. So, me having been in Germany for beer fests wouldn't put this one in as a bad beer. I would put it in as something, again, like the other one we had. It's an entry level Weissbier. It's not too offensive. It doesn't overwhelm your senses. It's like if you like whiskies and you don't go out and buy a very expensive bottle, but you buy a media core bottle. You go out and buy a low priced Jura, or you just go full retard and buy a bottle of Jameson's or something, and it just goes down smooth. it's not something where you can really go in and be highly philosophical about what feelings this beer gives you, or whatever's popular in this modern world. But it's a good intro level beer. I do appreciate it, to be honest. Only having a few sips of it already. It's definitely something you should have a few of in your fridge. Or basically, I think I might have overcooled this one a bit. It would have been better if it was a little bit warmer. More taste would have come off it, but it's definitely fine. It's a fine beer. Sounds like we're talking about wine. Maybe I should start doing wine reviews. Look at this bottle. It's £3. It works. No, I'm not going into wine. Not at all. I don't know if you can see it if I tip the glass just enough to not spill it. It is fairly dark, which some Weissbiers are, but the problem here is it could just be the foam on top. The actual color of it is, it's about the same color as a well, I don't think I know anybody in this country who knows them, but a Thor Classic, one of the fairly local breweries from my side of the woods in Denmark. It's very similar in color to that. But yeah, it flows nicely. Maybe if it was a little bit warmer, the bubbling of it would have been a bit less. But it's smooth. It goes down really nice and easy. So I think for once I'm gonna have a short review because this flows well. And as I said, I don't really have much to say about it because it's just an entry level Weissbier. It's nice, it's smooth, it got the whole rounded taste, a little bit of sweetness to it. So if you want to go into your Weissbiers, go get one of them. And then if you like that, you can step up, and I am going to step up and review a few more Weissbiers. Generally just review beers. My problem at the moment is I don't have bloody many left. I've more or less done Aldi, I've done Lidl, I've done Morrison's, which means it's Morrison's, and then you're like, this is not a cheap beer review, this is I can't afford to go to the pub because I bought beers at Morrison's review, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, if any of you guys got any suggestion for something you want me to have a dribble in, have a dribble on, have a taste too, I will definitely take up your advice and try it. I might actually even, if you come with good enough suggestions, send you a little surprise pack. Might take a while because I am starting to redo my mead. I'm starting to make mead again. Good old Scandinavian drink. Honey wine, as it's called as well. I did a wonderful one a couple of years back that was raw honey, and then I had barley and wheat in it, and I boiled the barley and the wheat first, so you had all the sugar on top, and put that in, and put the barley in as well, and it was in there and it was bubbling like mad for about 14 days, and then it just stopped, and I thought I will just leave this bad boy for another week, and then when that week has passed, it started bubbling again because it started to like the yeast started to eat or burn off, or whatever you call it, the longer change of sugar, and it was strong. It was, you know, like the wine thing when you shake the glass and you can see how much stays on the side. It just stays on the side, and I had the putty in floaty meter thing, and it was about 20%. It was beautiful. It tasted like a mixture of meat and a really good IPA. So I'm gonna start redoing that, but that'll take me a couple of months at least to get back to that stage. Anyway, that one's gone. So what do we think about the Patronus? Patronus? It's like a Mexican take on a Weissbier by the name of it. It is Naturabub, and it got a little signature on it. I would say on the beer scale we had in last time, I would say it goes in at a good solid 6.57. If we are, there's a little bit left. Sorry, I just did that because I could. But yeah, I would say that this on the Lemmy scale would be a solid. It would be the most solid 6 you could ever get, because it's just solidly nice. It's not intrusive. It's not over the top. It's not anything special, but it's definitely not anything bad either. And where it wins is you got the little P actually molded in the glass, which is that's quality. You do that on expensive wines as well, and shitty cheap beers from Lidl. But that's for another day. Anyway, I could recommend this. It's not a bad beer. It isn't at all. It's a good entry-level Weissbier. So let's leave it at that, and hope you enjoyed this one a bit more than you enjoyed some of the others, or enjoy this one less than one of the others. Just enjoy it, the videos as well. As I said, I'm only doing this for shit and giggles. So anyway, that would be it. Hope you all have a nice one. Ta-ta!